What up? It's your boy T-Bear in the reaction here with some Wrestling Wednesday news and reactions. So, I'm going to do things as a newscaster as well as my regular voice stuff. So, a lot has gone down in wrestling this past week and weekend as well too, especially today. Let's get into the nitty-gritty things of what's been going on over the weekend. So, this past weekend, the AEW had their infamous Double or Nothing pay-per-view, and return of fans has been declared. With a lot of things going down in AEW, including a new women's champion, Britt Baker, so AEW has went from all elite wrestling to all heel wrestling, as fortunately all their champions are now heels. We're slightly pushing this heel era or heel season that some wrestling fans in the article has been harping for. Hopefully it hasn't happened, but it is. God help us all. But enough about that. One of the big things that happened at AEW is some new acquisitions. As AEW during Double or Nothing, AEW announced their newest acquisition of an expert analyst coach who will also be a coach, a scout, and mentor for AEW. None other than the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. That's right, Mark Henry, best known as the world's strongest man in WWE as such in sexual chocolate, is now all elite. So Mark will look to possibly be the expert analyst for the upcoming AEW Rampage, or possibly alongside the other shows they have going on currently, since Rampage doesn't start no time soon. Excuse me. So it's words that he actually discussed it. The Mark Henry did discuss the signing with had a conversation with Vince McMahon, his former boss, meaning. And according to World's Strongest Man on Bleacher Report, the Mark Henry according to McMahon, but thought that the company wasn't providing what he sought out. He revealed how he was tired of being in the shadow and felt like he was being held back. So Mark Henry joins numerous of former WWE legends who's joining AEW, along with recently Paul White, who's now the analyst of Elevation, and Christian Cage, who's the latest competitor, as well as Sting as well too. Also in Double or Nothing, a slightly new acquisition, as during the Double or Nothing Casino Royale, it was the Joker's Wow was revealed to be none other than the very talented and high-flying wrestler Leo Rush. Leo Rush made his first appearance in AEW this past Sunday on Double or Nothing as the Joker's Wild pick for the Casino Battle Royale. Now, there's no word if he's officially signed with AEW, as most of the Casino Battle Royale competitors that are Joker Wild doesn't officially sign until later down the line, or just be a one-off, because at the past time, Casino Battle Royale member, competitor, or mainly the Joker's Wild, sometime will be a one-time appearance at AEW and going elsewhere. One example being Mercedes Martinez, who was the Joker's Wild for the first ever women's Casino Battle Royale, who is now a competitor for WWE NXT. So moving right along from AEW, a lot of WWE news has been going on, including one big today. So let's get to the ones that I ended up doing that I forgot to do after the last report I did for WWE. So WWE has recently, not too long ago, did another Black Wednesday release for NXT star, but the releases did not stop from there. Or let's say personnel changes. One was not exactly a release, it was more so a parting ways, as Adnan Virk, who was the play-by-play commentator for Raw at the 6 month, decided to part way with WWE Raw. He has been recently replaced with Jimmy Smith, former UFC analyst, and unlike Adnan Virk, who fans did not receive wasn't well pleased with the playing call by Adnan, has she actually received Jimmy Smith very well. So that's good to know that Jimmy Smith may be here to stay. Speaking of more commentary, another commentator was released. That was known as Tom Phillips, who's a longtime analyst for WWE. He's been missing in action for quite some time, and it's been recently made that he was officially released from WWE. This is following Adnan Virk as well as Samoa Joe as well too. True. Also, another release happened in WWE as following the second Black Wednesday they had involving NXT talent. NXT superstar Velveteen Dream was also released as well too. And there's a lot been saying stemming from constant backstage attitude from WWE stars, as well as a most recent controversy involving Velveteen Dream, Patrick Clark, for those who may know. So more details in that can be looked up on Velveteen Dream. I kind of low key do not want to discuss on that one. So, and looks like let me make sure I got everything. And looks like if I missed it, looks like AEW also has done some releases of contract. Well, not necessarily releases, but parting ways, as longtime legendary female wrestler Awesome Kong has signed as no longer will be in contract with AEW as parted ways, along with Shauna as well too. Now the big news of the night, and that is the official big releases of Black Wednesdays has struck again for WWE. As so, it's been words. It's been reported that WWE's released numerous superstars this today. Top of them being Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, Lana, and Buddy Murphy. Also, along with that list of WWE superstars was Santana Garrett and Ruby Riott. Top of the most shocking one was Braun Strowman, as he was recently competing for the top title against Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre recently, though. So this is definitely coming as a big shot, and another big shot comes from Aleister Black, who recently been really shooting promos for his ultimate return, and then a couple SmackDowns ago he made his return interfering in the triple threat Intercontinental title match between Intercontinental Champion Apollo Crews, Kevin Owens, and Big E, where he comes in as Big E was on the verge of taking the title from Apollo, hit him with the black mass, and walks off. We thought that could be a possible feud that happened between Aleister Black and Big E, but unfortunately that is shockingly null and void due to his most recent release. And this is where I come out of character a little bit on this one. So, in my opinion, I feel like that is very disappointing, though, because after all, he was a heel. After all the promos you brought up, and then build them up for him to interfere in the match, taking out Big E, and then also teasing a return of his wife, Selena Vega, Thea Trinidad, best known as Selena Vega, who was released from WWE recently, though, just to release him. I'm trying to find out where that makes sense at. But let's talk about the other releases as well, too. Now, Buddy Murphy has been off TV for a while, so that's somewhat understandable, though. We definitely wish him well in his next endeavor, though. As well as two ladies who actually been competing recently on WWE. Lana, who just had a tag team match this past Monday with Naomi, was released. As well as Ruby Riott, who also had a tag team match recently with her tag partner Liv Morgan against the WWE Tag Team Champions Tamina and Natalia. So I feel like that's a somewhat a shock as well too, that they get released right that after their sequential losses in their matches. And there's one more, that is Santana Garrett, and in my opinion, I feel like that she might not be talked about because she wasn't used. That's the point. I feel like she got done dirty the most, though. For somebody, I realize the reason why I feel like she got so done dirty, because for somebody who's been doing a lot before coming to WWE, and a lot of folks think that WWE is the best, is the end of ends for wrestling, and I kind of thought both the main roster, or not so main roster, that some call, including as of late myself, and NXT, who should know better than this, but that she didn't get used properly. She got vaguely used in NXT, at times for jobbing to other stars, as well as one-offs in special matches like Battle Royale, stuff like that, to NXT, to being on the main roster, supposedly SmackDown. I think she only had one appearance in a Battle Royale for a top title, whatever, and to just completely be released without no ideas or whatever to do with her, knowing that she has some good accolades outside of WWE, especially in Wild, which she was the Wild's top champion, as well as has some great accolades in the Indies, though. But that's WWE for you, though. That's all I gotta say about that. And then there's possibly some rumors. I gotta bring this on my phone. That's possibly saying there's rumor that more releases could possibly happen in WWE, which I hope to God is so not true, especially top one, and one of them being Keith Lee. I really hope that doesn't come today, because he's been off TV for a while for personal reasons. That him and his fiance Mia Yim has not wanted to discuss at all. Those hoping they'll come down to that, as well as the other half of the Riot Squad. Well, the other third of the Riot Squad, because Sarah Logan was released as well too. Liv Morgan and possibly Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. So first off, good luck to all of them in the future in future endeavor. Hopefully, we see some of these guys in companies like Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, or All Elite Wrestling as well too. Possibly New Japan. Let's add it as well too. And MLW though, a lot has been talking. I just dropped my USB. Is talking this and wanting Aleister Black to hopefully be either the new leader for the Dark Order, for succeeded after the late great Brody Lee's unfortunate passing, or possibly be teaming up with Busher and Blade as well too. And of course, a lot of folks probably want Lana to reunite with her real life husband Miro in AEW as well too. But things that gets me a little bit, and here we are, that these talented folks has been released, though these managed to still carry on. NXT still had to carry on Kona Reeves for whatever God reason, and still trying to premiere Eva Marie. I mean, I got nothing against it, but compared to the others, yeah. And here's the big one right here. WWE still got Jackson Riker. Not only had Jackson Riker based on his political, let's say his political and controversial statements, they also looking to make him a face. Because most recently, Elias abandoned him in a tag match against AJ Styles and Omos, and make it seem like Riker could possibly be the face in this possible feud with him and Elias, where Elias' statement, in my opinion, came off more face in real life compared to what a lot of us think about Riker as well too, based on his political and social statements. But yeah, other than that, this is your boy T-Bear here with Wrestling News and Reaction though, and welcome again to another Black Wednesday. With all this going on, I feel like Black Wednesday is going to probably become an official new meme. It might be a bigger meme than the All Elite memes. When somebody get released from somewhere, this person about to be All Elite. Well, I bet that it's going to be like, if somebody wrestler in WWE is not doing bad or didn't care a lot, it's going to be Black Wednesday between this. There's already a meme out right now saying that WWE's future endeavor are the WWE universe though, which they keep this up, then the WWE universe will say fuck WWE, because it's so many videos out right now that saying millions stop watching WWE. Like WWE should take a hint, but you can't tell a billionaire what to do. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, it's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love. Oh, I don't know what just happened, but here we go.